Hey everyone, today's video is about when they mark up your thighs because of your insecurity. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and let's get going. It's been one of those days. You know, the kind where everything just feels a little bit off, where your reflection in the mirror seems harsher than usual, and every insecurity that you thought you had conquered comes creeping back in full force. You were sitting on the edge of the bed, staring at your reflection in the full length mirror, frowning at your thighs. No matter how much you try to shake the feeling, the insecurity clings to you like a second skin. You've always been a little self conscious about your thighs, but today it's somehow worse. Today the mirror seems to highlight every perceived flaw, every bit of softness that makes you feel less than perfect. Your fingers absent-mindedly trace the outline of your thighs, the skin warm and soft under your touch. You know it's very silly. Bakugo and Kirishima have never once made you feel anything but beautiful, but the nagging thoughts persist. You can hear their voices in your head, telling you how perfect you are just the way that you were born. But today, those voices were drowned out by your own doubts. Lost in thought, you didn't even notice the door opening behind you until you felt a warm hand on your shoulder. You jumped slightly, turning to see Kirishima standing there, his red eyes filled with concern. Behind him, Bakugo leans against the doorframe, his sharp gaze fixed on you. Hey, what's going on? Kirishima asked gently. Kneeling down in front of you, his hand slides down from your shoulder to your thigh, his touch comforting and familiar. You've been quiet all evening. Is everything okay? You open your mouth to brush it off, to tell him that you're fine, but the words get caught in your throat. Instead, you glance back at the mirror, your eyes involuntarily landing on your thighs again. Bakugo follows your gaze, his expression soft, as he realizes what's bothering you. Is it about? He trails off, his fingers giving your thigh a gentle squeeze. Is it about your thighs? Bakugo, ever perceptive, pushes off the doorframe and walks over, his arms crossed over his chest. You're thinking nonsense again, aren't you? He mutters, but there is no heat in his voice. He knows you too well to be angry. Instead, there is a quiet concern in his tone that tugs at your heart. You don't answer, but the way you bite your lip and avoid their eyes tells them everything they need to know. Babe, we've talked about this before. Kirishima's thumb rubs soothing circles on your thigh, and he gives you a reassuring smile. There is nothing wrong with your thighs. They're beautiful. You're beautiful. Bakugo grunts in agreement, though his approach is less gentle. He kneels down beside Kirishima, his fiery eyes locking onto yours. You seriously still don't get it, right? He says, his voice slow and intense. You think we'd waste our time on someone who wasn't perfect in our own eyes. You think we'd want anyone else but you. You know they mean every word, and the insecurity still lingers, though, stubbornly refusing to fade. I know you say that. You whisper, your voice barely audible. But it's hard to believe it sometimes, you know? It's not so easy for me. When I look at myself, I just don't see what you see. Kirishima frowns, his hand still resting on your thigh, his grip firm but gentle. Then, let us show you what we see, he says, his voice full of determination. Before you can respond, Kirishima leans in, pressing a soft kiss to your thigh. His lips were warm against your skin, and you feel a shiver run through you at the contact. He kisses your thigh, slower this time, taking his time with you. His lips lingering as if he's trying to pour all the affection into that one soft touch. Kirishima, you start, but your words are cut off by a sharp intake of breath as Kirishima's fingers join in, tracing single patterns on your thigh. His touch is more assertive, but just as reverent, as if he's trying to claim every inch of your skin as his. Kirishima looks at you. You don't get to feel like this. Bakugo suddenly mutters, his eyes burning with intensity. Not when you're with us. We're not letting you. His gaze was full of warmth and love. Let us take care of you, Ayan. Kirishima says. Let us show you how much we love every part of you. You hesitate for a moment, but the sincerity in their eyes and the warmth of their touches slowly melt away your resistance. You nod, giving them silent permission to continue. Kirishima's lips continue their journey along your thigh, leaving a trail of soft, lingering kisses in their wake. His hands move up and down your leg, massaging the tension out of your muscles, making you feel cherished and adored. Every kiss and every touch feels like a silent reassurance that you were perfect to him. Bakugo, never one to be outdone, leans in and presses a kiss to your other thigh. His lips rougher but no less tender. He alternates between kisses and gentle nips, marking you in his own way. Each mark, each brush of his lips, feels like a claim, a reminder that you only belong to him and Kirishima, and that they love every inch of you, no matter what. You're ours. Bakugo growls against your skin, his voice low and possessive. Every part of you. Got it? You nod again, a small smile tugging at your lips as the tension in your shoulders began to ease. The warmth of their touches, the love in their eyes, it all works together to drown out the insecurities that's been plaguing you all day. You can feel yourself starting to believe them, starting to accept that maybe, just maybe you're not as flawed as you think. Kirishima pulls back slightly, his hand coming up to cup your cheek, his thumb brushing away a stray tear that you hadn't realized had fallen. You don't have to be perfect, babe. He murmurs. Not for us. We love you just the way you are. Bakugo leans back too, his gaze softening as he looks up at you. You're enough, he says simply, but the weight of those words hit you hard. You've always been enough. Your heart swells with emotion, and you reach out to touch their faces, your fingers brushing over their skin. Thank you. Thank you for making me feel loved. They smile at you. Kirishima leans in and presses a soft kiss to your lips, and when he pulls back, Bakugo takes his place. When they finally pull away, you feel lighter. The weight of your insecurities lifting, if only a little. It's not a magic fix, and you know those thoughts might come back again someday, but for now, you were content, you were surrounded by love, and that was enough for you. And as you closed your eyes that night, letting their words and touches wash over you, for the first time that day, you truly believed them. Thank you guys for listening. I hope you liked this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And goodbye!